154 and 4. A lively pace, and six-pack now activated into second and goes in attack mode for Åke Svanstedts. Six-pack now up and after alarm detector as they race the far turn. Live cover for You Know You Do. Stride for stride with Metz Hall on the inside. Fashion Woodchopper up into third over position as they near three quarters. Then it's Same O Different Day and Taekwondo and Fourth Dimension way back. Passing three quarters, they duel there. Alarm detector. Six-pack on the outside. Pours it on. You Know You Do in with a shot third. Three quarters. 1:22 and 3/5 into the stretch. 27 and 4 in that third quarter. Six-pack on the outside. Steamrolls to the top here and draws clear from Alarm Detector. He's trying to hold on to second. You Know You Do is looking for a second here, but it's all six-pack, and Åke Svanstedts urges him on. Six-pack at 3 to 5 is sharp. Six-pack is home in 150 flat over You Know You Do. Alarm Detector and Metz Hall, stakes and track record. And six-pack eclipsing that by 1/5 with a final quarter of 27 and 2, urged on by Åke Svanstedts. Fastest mile by a 3-year-old trotter in the history of the sport. Six-pack, a 3-year-old based son of Muscle Mass out of Pleasing Lady by Cantab Hall, owned by Åke Svanstedts Incorporated, Wrightstown, New Jersey. Jeff Gorell's Little E. Jeff Gorell, the chairman of Meadowlands Racing and Entertainment, and Stall Kalmar of Sweden, Lars Berg of Delaware, or Denmark rather. Bred by Brittany Farms in Kentucky. Åke Svanstedts trains and drives. And the ceremonial photograph in front of the teletimer as six-pack scorches the oval tonight in 150 flat. Stakes, track, and world record performance here in the second division of the Stanley Dancer Memorial. Six-pack set a track record back on May 28th at Vernon Downs in the Empire Breeders' Classic. New York Sire Stake Star, winning that in 151 and 2/5. Finished a strong second for Post 9 in the Earl Beald Jr. Memorial last out. And comes right back here from Post 8 in 150 flat. Eclipsing Muscle Hill's record of 150 and 1. Åke Svanstedts, of course, trained the fastest trotter ever, Sebastian K, 149, and winning last year's Hambletonian with Perfect Spirit. And just 1/5 off the all-age record here at the Meadowlands, 149 and 4, J.L. Cruz. So just a 5th off the fastest mile ever here. Chairman Jeff Gorell and COO, General Manager Jason Settlemore, along with the winning connections of six-pack, assemble here. This race sponsored by Tattersall's Horse Sales Company. Dave Reed. Again, a busy day tomorrow with the mixed sale, summer mixed sale here. Also Ronald Dancer, Brenda Dancer, and again David Reed and Jason Settlemore and Jeff Gorell with a busy day today with the grand opening of the FanDuel Sportsbook in Victory Sports Bar. And it's Manchego putting up the fractions here. Manchego, Live, Laugh, Love. Now there goes Plunge Blue Chip and Åke Svanstedts first over to go on the attack here with Top Expectations trying to catch up to her. Second over now, fourth on the outside. Fly Selena back to fifth. Lily Stride kicks in third over from sixth, and losing touch Consuela Fashion. Manchego, Plunge Blue Chip on the outside, ratchets up some pressure here. Live, Laugh, Love needs to shake loose. Three quarters, 1:22 and 1, 27 and 3. Game first over. Plunge Blue Chip on the outside, giving Manchego all she can handle. Manchego, Plunge Blue Chip on the outside with Live, Laugh, Love. Manchego digs in. Plunge Blue Chip lunging late at her. Manchego, Plunge Blue Chip, a final surge. Manchego on the inside and Plunge Blue Chip. And Manchego hit the line together in a photo it's too close to call. Then Live, Laugh, Love and Fly Selena. Photo for win. 149 and 4 world record. And what a night for Åke Svanstedts and his stable earlier tonight, winning a division of the Stanley Dancer Memorial in a world record of 150 with six-pack. Here equaling the all-time fastest trotting mile in the history of the Meadowlands racetrack. J.L. Cruz 149.4. This is a world record for a trotting filly. 3-year-old trotting filly. The track stakes and world record 149 and 4/5. Just a remarkable accomplishment tonight. Only her second race in a month and a half, and coming off a 3-week layoff and first over against Manchego, and nails her on the line. What a performance. And she is a daughter of Muscle Mass, out of Dunk the Donato by Donato Hanover, and bred in New York by Blue Chip Bloodstock, and owned by Åke Svanstedts, Wrightstown, New Jersey, Blue Chip Bloodstock, Walk Hill, New York. T. Anderson of Sweden, Rick Ziron Stables of Ontario. Åke Svanstedts trains and drives. Third win of the season, 12th career victory in 15 starts, vaulting well past the $500,000 mark in career earnings, and stamping herself as the favorite, perhaps, or one of the favorites for the Hambletonian Oaks in 3 weeks. And the ceremonial photograph in front of the teletimer, Plunge Blue Chip, 149.4, equaling the fastest trotting mile in the history of the Meadowlands. Race 13 is up next, 11:29. There are no changes in race 13. Exacta, trifecta, late double, dime, superfecta. Chalk up another one tonight for Muscle Mass, the winning sire, who also sires a 6-pack, a 150 winner tonight, and Plunge Blue Chip at 149.4, equaling the track record, all-age track record of J.L. Cruz, 149 and 4/5. And, of course, the great Sebastian K, 149 flat, the fastest trotter ever, is another Åke Svanstedts production. And making the trophy presentation of the former president and CEO of the Hambletonian Society and Breeders' Crown, Tom Charters, who was an employee of Del Miller, Delmonica Hanover days. Welcome to the Meadowlands, Tom Charters, Plunge Blue Chip, and Åke Svanstedts and the winning connections. 149 and 4/5. And in just a few moments, we'll get some winner's circle reaction as Hall of Famer Bob Hollywood Hayden stands by
his
patiently.
Best ride now. Then a gap of 2 to Tito, who sells 7 lengths from this hot favorite, 6-pack, and nothing coming from the veteran. 6-pack, strictly to 1 to catch here. He has a 2.5 length lead and 3/4 in 1:26 and 3, 20 to 2 in the third quarter, and 6-pack is opened up. 6-pack now started to build an imposing lead. It's up to 5 on Lindsay's Pride to the outside. Help is on the way, and it's 5 back to Maxis. But in the stretch, it is all 6-pack and Åke. They're all alone down to the line, and the 64th edition of the Yonkers Trot will go to 6-pack. Much the best. Help is on the way. Lindsay's Pride from a long way back. The veteran in a photo for 4th in 1:54 for 6-pack. Coming back to the winner's circle, making the 64th edition of the Yonkers Trot, making it 6 of 9 this season, is the 3-year-old Muscle Mass Colt 6-pack, owned in partnership by Åke Svanstedts Incorporated, Little E LLC, and Stahl Kilmer, trained and driven by Åke Svanstedts at the time of 1:54 flat. Fastest Yonkers Trot mile held here against 6-pack, unofficial winner of the Yonkers Trot Final. And may we direct your attention to the winner's circle, where we have the presentation to the winner, 6-pack, and driver Åke Svanstedts. I'm Mr. John Rubio and Anthony Morenti of Yonkers City Council. And Plunge Blue Chip not letting up here. She leads it by 3.5 on Supergirl Riley. And Supergirl's got to go now. They've gone 3/4 in 1:23-2. Left behind has been Lucky Aver and all the rest. Final turn. Plunge Blue Chip. Supergirl Riley started to chip away just a bit. It's 5 lengths back to Lucky Aver third. And they're in the stretch in the Hudson Trot final for 3-year-old fillies. Plunge Blue Chip in front. Here comes Marcus Miller and Supergirl Riley on the outside. Plunge Blue Chip. Supergirl Riley, Plunge Blue Chip, Supergirl Riley, Plunge Blue Chip takes the Hudson Trot final by a desperate neck. Supergirl Riley and Lucky Ava was third in 1:53-1. Results of the 4th race official. Back to the winner's circle is Plunge Blue Chip taking the Hudson Trot final for 3-year-old fillies. Plunge Blue Chip, owned by Anderson, Rick Zeron Stables, Åke Svanstedts, and Blue Chip Bloodstock Incorporated, trained and driven by Åke Svanstedts. This is Trot Mile here, 1:53-1. In the winner's circle, making the presentation from the Hambo Society, Mr. Tom Charters. Behind and Plunge Blue Chip now started to impose her will. 3/4 in 1:26-3, 20-2 third quarter. Plunge Blue Chip strictly to want to reel in. She has a 5-length lead on Chow Dolce, who still made no impression on this favorite. In third is Lima Novelty and Fury Road. They're in the stretch in the Alleridge Farm Trot, and the leader is Plunge Blue Chip, and she has fled the scene. Plunge Blue Chip ultra sharp here as she romps home to a 7-length win. Lima Novelty, Chow Dolce, and Fury Road in 1:55-3. Returning to the winner's circle, take the Alleridge Farm New York Sire Stakes final for 3-year-old fillies. Plunge Blue Chip. She makes it 3 in a row and 6 of 11 on the season. Owned by Åke Svanstedts, Blue Chip Bloodstock. Anderson and Rick Zeron Stable. Trained and driven by Åke Svanstedts. May we direct your attention to the winner's circle, where we have the trophy presentation to the connections of Plunge Blue Chip, and we are happy to have with us tonight the owner of Alleridge Farms, Mr. Jeff Gural, making the presentation to Plunge Blue Chip, who takes the Alleridge Farm New York Sire Stakes final for 3-year-old fillies in a final time of 1:55-3.
At the 4-5 favorite, Broadway Dada. When he'll land on the point is Royal Witch, released. She's now back in second. Checkmate time. The big long shot is just 2.5 lengths off the lead from third. Caprice Hill, anxious in that 4th spot. She'll slide to the outside for Sears. They try past the half in 55 seconds. Dream Baby Dream, well spotted here, second over to the outside for McCarthy. That's Charmed Life, who's a third over to Lively Flow. And Ice Attraction's been shuffled back as the trailer. They trot midway around the far turn, and Caprice Hill is taking it to Broadway Donna right now. And these two match strides, and they have quickly gotten some separation. They're 3 lengths on top. Dream Baby Dream was off stride. That is Royal Witch, who tries to move back through down at the inside. Charmed Life into contention up second over. They're past 3/4 in 1:23. Broadway Donna trying to fend off a stubborn Caprice Hill. Charmed Life down the center, way out wide. Ice Attraction begins to find her best stride up on the far outside. Broadway Donna jumped it off there in deep stretch. So Caprice Hill inherits the lead, but it's Ice Attraction who rallies up late. Ice Attraction, the 2017 Kentucky Filly Futurity champ, she's back. Ice Attraction wins it here, 150-1, and that's a world record for a 4-year-old trotting mare. Returning trackside, the Diamond Creek Farm Winners presentation. This is Ice Attraction. She was an upset winner last year in the Kentucky Filly Futurity. She's an upset winner again today at 10-1 in the opener. Ice Attraction strikes again here, and she is now a world record holder, the fastest 4-year-old trotting mare ever on a mile track. 150-1 this afternoon. She eclipses Ariana G's record from earlier this summer at the Meadowlands, 150-2. Ice Attraction, trained by Åke Svanstedts. He's the driver and co-owner of Wrightstown, New Jersey, along with Douglas Sipple of Delaware, Mountain Jetted Burrows of New Jersey, and Jeff Garrell's Little E LLC, New York, New York. Ice Attraction, a 4-year-old daughter of Muscle Hill. Out of the Conway Hall mare, the Ice Queen. She was bred by Stephen Day III. David Reed, the second win of the season for Ice Attraction. And it's her 11th overall brand new career mark this afternoon. 150-1. World record performance from Ice Attraction in the opener. Opening turn, Crystal Fashion and Tim Tetrick have taken over control early. It's Crystal Fashion by a quarter, 27-1. That's Metz Hall just off the leader in second. Svanstedt already looking to the outside with 6-pack. So but his 6-pack here is under aggressive handling. He's looking for a backside blitz to the top. 6-pack moves up to engage Crystal Fashion. Metz Hall just off those dueling leaders now third as $50 Bill takes a peek to the outside fourth for Brett Miller. Tactical Landing will pick up that cover. He's up on the outside fifth for a Tactor. You know you do. Tracking down at the inside of sixth. The Eurobond's up a third over right down the 7th spot. In front of Patent Leather and Missile Hill. The half was 54-4, 27-3. So the quick tempo continues here as they trot towards the far turn. That is 6-pack who has taken over the lead. He's out to a 2.5 length margin from Crystal Fashion, who could not stay with that leader at this point. That's $50 Bill, who's still inching forward, but he begins to backpedal, and that puts Tactical Landing in a tough spot. As Metz Hall continues to slide through at the inside in front of You Know You Do. 6-pack off the three-quarters, 121-2. So 6-pack turns for home, and he accelerates away with a 3-length lead. Crystal Fashion still giving chase in a second. Metz Hall is third. Tactical Landing after a tough trip rallies wide, but at mid-stretch it's still 6-pack maintaining that 3-length margin from Crystal Fashion. In the Kentucky Futurity, that 6-pack who's close to home. Crystal Fashion holding second. Metz Hall third. 6-pack in the Kentucky Futurity. He will win it 149-1. A world record for 6-pack in the Futurity. Six-pack shatters his own world record. He was the previous holder, 150, so the fastest 3-year-old in the history of harness racing on the trot is 6-pack. Big day for Treader driver Åke Svanstedts, who bookends the card. He started the card with the world record here today with Ice Attraction, and he's going to close it out with another world record here. 6-pack in the finale. The Kentucky Futurity champion. Fans, your attention, please. There was no violation of the breaking rule. Results will stand as posted, so that Super High 5 Tactical Landing will remain in that 5th spot here today. And returning trackside here for all of the winner's circle ceremonies. Floral chair presentation. This is Six Pack, who takes the 126th Kentucky Futurity here on closing day at the Red Mile. Åke Svanstedts, the trader and driver for Åke Svanstedts Incorporated. Wrightstown, New Jersey. Jeff Gorell's Little E LLC, New York, New York. Stahl Kalmar, Sweden. Lars Berg of Denmark. Six Pack is 4th in a row overall. His 9th win in 12 starts this season. His 13th career win. He's a 3-year-old bay colt by Muscle Mass out of the Cantab Hallmare Pleasing Lady. He was bred by the Brittany Farms of Versailles, Kentucky. Six Pack will surge well over $1.1 million in this world record win this afternoon. 149-1, the fastest 3-year-old trotter of all time. Is Six Pack just 2/5 of a second off Homicide Hunter's all-age mark established yesterday. Great way to close out the Grand Circuit at the Red Mile with another world record shattering performance here from a Six Pack. Greeting the winning connections there, trackside, Steve and Cindy Stewart, part of the Hunterton Farms trophy presentation, along with Margarita Wallace-Kleiberg and Johan Hellender, Stoderbatter, and Ben Haber-Stu-Terry.
Six Pack is on top by about a length. Here's Metz Hall racing up on the outside to go after the leader. Dropping back just a bit, Fashion Woodchopper off the rail. Mississippi Storm, 5 lengths. Toasted Lindy racing outside of Kinda Lucky Lindy. And off the rail from Last Maxis. They go into the final turn. And it's Six Pack by about a length. 3/4 in 126 as they race around the final turn. Six Pack with Metz Hall on the outside. Fashion Woodchopper has the rail. Mississippi Storm on the outside 4th. The others are far back right now. They come to the top of the stretch and turn for home. And Six Pack is pulling away. Six Pack is off by 4 or 5 lengths coming through the stretch. Six Pack, Fashion Woodchopper trying to hold second, coming toward the wire. It'll be Six Pack to win easy. Fashion Woodchopper clearly second best. Six Pack, Fashion Woodchopper, and real close for third between Metz Hall and Mississippi Storm, 154-1. It's official. In the winner's circle, Six Pack, 3-year-old bay colt by Muscle Mass, owned by Åke Svanstedts, Little E, Stahl Kalmar, Lars Berg, trained driven to victory by Åke Svanstedts, 154-1 in the winner's circle.